welcome to the IMC studio. I'm here with today's special on the men's soccer year in review with Gib McCracken. Gib, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell us, or take us back maybe all the way to August, entering the fall season. What was the team looking forward to, and tell us about some of the themes that you guys were really gathered around.
Yeah, so coming off last season, I think we're really focused on a good response to last season after losing in a tough way in the final. So coming to the season, which begins in January 2016, we're really focused on that, training hard up until August, and then we get together as a group. We bring in the new freshmen. I think we're really focused on a good response, and our theme for the year was rise, and rising from difficult things at the beginning of the year with Nate Farraco's death, and also losing the PAC final the year before, and so there were a lot of things that we had to build from that were tough, and it was important for us to regroup from that. So I think as a group we were expecting to respond in a good way. So
yeah. And you guys had that theme throughout the whole season of Rise, and then you also have a general program theme as well, which is about the Brotherhood and Honor the King. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Brotherhood is one of the biggest aspects of this group. We're very tightly knit, and it's not just a brotherhood on the field. It's a brotherhood off the field as well. We love hanging out with each other, and we challenge each other and keep each other accountable. Especially in the off season, I see that a lot. We're working hard to get better, whether that's lifting or getting touches on the ball. You can't just show up to preseason and magically be ready to go. You gotta do your work in the off season to prepare. So I think that's a huge part in that accountability. So
yeah. Now throughout the season, you guys a little bit of upsets in the beginning of the season with some non-conference games, which in the end we saw prepared you for a fantastic 4-game winning streak. You guys kind of peppered the whole record book. And throughout that season, you were being honored a good bit, actually, as PAC Defender of the Week, and with not just all the amount of shutouts between your back line and, of course, the work of Luke Nolan back there, but then also you had 5-game winning goals. You went perfect in the PKs. Tell us a little bit, how does that affect you? How do you stay focused while you're getting all this spotlight and you get all these awards? Does your team give you a hard time so it's easy to push aside, or how do you stay focused and just accept that and be honored and move on?
I think when those awards come in, like the weekly, PAC Defender or whatever, I'm not real focused on that. I think you could stick anybody in my position and surround them with the guys that are there, especially in the back line and the whole group as a unit, and they would probably get the same award. It's really about the whole group. I just happened to be the one that got it. But no, it's I don't think it's a huge distraction. I mean, it's just recognition from the conference that I did well that week, and sometimes it was just like, okay, a defender scored a goal, we're gonna give it to him. That's because I take the PKs. But no, I think we were very focused on team success and what we were trying to do that season. It didn't really bug me, and we always point out if somebody on the team, if somebody won an award that week, and the guys are always really, really proud of that one guy, and lots of guys got it, and that was a great thing. So
yeah, you did. And regionally, your team was honored and recognized by the NSCAA, which is in the Great Lakes region, which is huge. Going into, speaking of pressure and staying focused, going into this PAC championship at home, you have a lot of people from your local guy, you and Bell, and you have a lot of people from home and at church at the game, and of course you have your Brotherhood on the bench and on the field, and you've put so many hours into getting ready, and it comes down to one kick with the PK. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surreal. as soon as the ref called it, I know it's down to me, and it is kind of crazy that the whole season can come down to that one PK, just me against the goalie, and approaching the PK spot. It was fun. I didn't really. I wouldn't say I was like too nervous because I'd done it so many times, and it's just about a rhythm and doing what I practice. We practice PKs a ton this season, and so it didn't feel like overwhelming. Just go and make good contact with the ball and went in, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So.
And I heard there was a theory to the run across the field. Why don't you tell us what was going through your mind?
Yeah, so that was kind of based on. So if you didn't see, I kind of ran away from everybody, but that was kind of based on earlier in the season we played LaRoche and we won in overtime. Okay. Very similar. I got to take the PK to win the sudden death in overtime. I went to the corner flag and Liam tackled me, and at first it was like exciting, but then once I couldn't breathe, I was like, okay, guys, get off me. So that was kind of running through my head when I was celebrating. So I was trying to get away from everybody and kind of stay on my feet there and kind of extend the celebration. So so I thought that was fun and kind of let the fans get into it too. So
it was great to have that white out.
Yeah.
Now, as you guys finish the season, games are over, and all these postseason awards come in regionally, like we said before, but then also All-American. You were just named an All-American in the NSCAA. A Scholar All-American, which goes a lot to show, again, what the specific Geneva program is like. You're going to get a job after you graduate, and so it's exciting to see that you guys will be ready for a job. And tell us a little bit, in your own words, when you look back on the season, how would you summarize the season?
I think it was a huge learning experience for this group. I think we took a huge step in terms of the overall program. I think, after our first 6 games, we were 2-3-1. Our starting center back got a concussion. We were reeling a bit, and our theme was rise. We weren't rising at all, and so it was it didn't feel right. But I think after that 6th game, that was sort of the turning point, and we played LaRoche after that, and we went down 2 goals, and our coach has said many times that he just sat down, told the other coach to sit down and just see how we respond. And I think that game against LaRoche, we came back 2 goals down and won. That was the turning point. I think that was September 17th, and up until playing FNM, we hadn't lost since then. So I think that was a huge piece of our season, losing in the beginning and having some kind of humiliating losses. That really turned us around. I think somehow that was necessary, even though it wasn't fun. But sometimes you gotta learn how to lose in order to learn how to win. So I think to summarize our season, we were able to learn from our mistakes and understand how we had to play and how we were most successful. And so throughout the season, we kind of evolved and changed how we played. We kept the same core principles, but we were able to find our strengths and really hit those hard. So I think that was the key to our success. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us today and letting us into some insights in the program and sharing that with us. And thank you all for joining us with this segment. And we'll see you next time.